Hi, good afternoon. Today we have Mr. Vinay Goyal from Ganges International. He will be sharing his experience about this exhibition and the new products that they have tied up with Sunlink and Panel Claw. So, how is this event treating you?
Event has been very good, and it's the premier event of the country, and the kind of people who come in and talk to us are informed decision makers. So that's the differential factor which we find in this event.
Sir, can you please tell us something more about Ganges International, when it was established and how big the team is?
Sure. Ganges International has been in business since 1988, and we've been into tube manufacturing, telecom towers, then we moved into transmission towers, and since 2009 we've been in the solar industry. So it's probably that's the time when solar started in India, and that's where we got into the business. We have a team strength of close to 350 staff members and more than 800 manpower on rolls. Apart from that, we have a lot of contractors which work on sites at different points of time.
So, can you please brief us more onto what kind of services and products Ganges have its portfolio of?
See, Ganges is a company which is purely into module manufacturing, module mounting structures. That's a core competence, and we are offering a package. So the package consists of not only designing, we design the foundation, we design the structures according to the site requirements, according to the module requirements. Then we would manufacture the structures, and we use all different steels which are the best suited for that particular product area or that particular structures. We are having tie-up with POSCO. We do have tie-up with Mitsui for Nissan and Nippon products. We buy from Jindal, Steel, Tata. And after manufacturing, we install the structures, we install the modules, and we work up to DC inverter termination. So that's one of our core activities. But per se, if somebody just come to us only for the structures, we also entertain them for structures. We have different products. We have a fixed tilt structure, we have a seasonal tilt structure, and now we have a collaboration for this structure, which is the seasonal tracking, the single axis tracking structure. And we have also started products where we were discussing about Panel Claw, which is our rooftop baluster structure which we've launched in India.
Sir, last 1.5 years we have been listening Make in India program very prominently. But Ganges has started Make in India a lot before that. So why? I mean, how that happened? I mean, and what are we doing to help this Make in India campaign now? Are we expanding?
See, we started Make in India in 2000, the year 2000, when we had a first work collaboration with Ramball Telecom of Denmark. So what we realized, people internationally have been doing this product, and what we are trying to do is design it, invent the wheel again. So we said, let's take their design, let's pay them a royalty, and let's get the best world-class product in India. And not only would we use it in India, we would export it. So we were import substitution, mostly. Apart from that, we are exporting. So that journey started back then, and we continued that culture. So we tied up with Sunlink for tracker, we tied up with Panel Claw, because we felt that they've engineered the product, they have run the life cycle of learnings where they've made the mistakes, they have understood what are the improvements which need to be made. And we are very, very big on ethics. So we would never infringe on anybody's design, IP, copyright, because we feel that that's an integral part of where the business and family comes from. So we prefer to work with them, and it's paid off. They come out with new products, we get it the next day morning. And that's variance we are able to offer to the market. That's a Gen 7 product. We started with Gen 6, we moved to Gen 7. The learnings have been brought in, and we are able to offer it.
How much portfolio have, this after coming of Panel Claw, what kind of installations have we achieved? I mean, I'm talking about purely on numbers.
We have done close to 4 or 5 megawatts already, and it's been in the market only for the last 5 or 6 months per se in volume cases. But we expect larger breakthroughs because we there are some basic myths about rooftop. For example, everybody says if you are in 25 degrees latitude, you should have a 25 degrees tilt. That is the right situation when you're talking of ground mount because you have enough ground area. Roof is a limited resource. Globally, people don't talk of 30 degrees on roof when it's a 30-degree tilt. They talk of 5 degrees. Use how much square area you have. Generate more per square meter. The profits in distributed power is much more. The utility will pay you 4 rupees 30 paisa. In distributed you save 9 rupees, 8 rupees, 12 rupees. So those myths are being broken. People are understanding. And it was the same learnings which we hear from our collaborators, what happened in Europe, what happened in America. When they started, this was the same case. And now they are importing these structures for their global requirements from us. So not only are we import substituting, we are exporting these structures. We have exported a huge volume, more than 15 or 20 megawatts to the US market alone.
Sir, having said this, we have a target of 40 gigawatts for solar rooftops. So how much of that can be achieved till 2022?
You see, logically speaking, globally, 40 to 50% is on rooftop. India is an aberration. It's only here that we find 5 to 10%. The problems are there are a few problems. The largest being net metering, which selectively is getting ironed out. Then you have this problem where the lenders are not ready to really come forth and lend. And one of the biggest problems which I find in India is a rooftop owner, if he puts up a solar rooftop, he does not get depreciation because he is an individual. Even a leasing company who puts up a plant would get it, but an owner or installer would not get it. But when you have a ground mount installation, he gets accelerated depreciation. So I think the finance ministry needs to really look at it closely, that why there should be a gap and what is the need of the hour rooftop. You don't have to work on distribution. You don't have to lay network, it's already there. You're reducing the load. So I think some of these steps which have already come and some which need to be brought in would help and pave the way for 40 gigawatt. 40 is tough.
So what numbers do you think are achievable till 2022?
You see, as far as costing goes, 40 should be achieved. The price points are there, the viabilities are there. But it's difficult to really put a number because the market is changing so quickly, where the government policies change and the government realizes the mistake and brings out a change. Now, for example, they have come out with a 200 megawatt storage, which is leap years ahead. Even developed economies don't have it. So, it's very difficult to say no, it might not happen. I'm very hopeful of it achieving, but it's difficult at the same time. It's possible.
Sir, is education still a barrier?
It is the
Education, I mean, when I say education, it's consumer education
I
about...
understand your question well. It's not that we are having a degree or we don't have a degree, but education is the only problem. Let's take the case of tracker. Ground mount. USA. 70 to 80% installations are tracker. In India, not even 5%. India is closer to the equator than what we have in the US. We get more out of a tracker than the US companies. What is the problem? Education. The lenders are not educated. They need data. It's not that they don't want to lend. But you go to a lender and I'm an IPP, I tell him tracker, he will say I have not heard of it. I don't know whether it will work. There are problems. There are problems, but they have been solved. There are companies like Sunlink and there are companies worldwide which have solved these problems well. And that is the only reason USA is talking of 75 to 80% tracker. What were the problems? What were the solutions? This is what we need to educate. What are the problems on rooftop? What were the solutions? We need to educate that. And I'm sure once there's education, and I find that rampant in India. I think a lot of people have come forth, organizations like what we are talking about, doing fantastic job. They're really bringing consumer awareness and data into the mainstream.
How has this partnerships paid you? I mean, in terms of innovations, how has they helped?
See, one of the biggest advantages which we found is the culture of quality. We have been able to transform and get acceptance from an American buyer whose quality acceptance levels are way, way higher than what we find in India. So that's the culture which is sweeping through the whole company. So that's one big advantage. Not only do we get the technology, we have wind tunnel data for flat roof. Nobody in India has that. For tracker, we have wind tunnel for structures. We have wide data on the failures and how it has been addressed. We have wind tunnel data to that factor where each module is wind tunnel on the entire roof. Every roof has got a wind tunnel software which we implicated through. So all that is learnings which we are able to bring in by those people.
Sir, any word on what all measures should government take so that we can achieve or get as much as close to this 100 gigawatt target?
See, they should definitely look at getting the lenders on board. They have done some tie-ups, but lenders are still reluctant and they need to come on board. One of the biggest steps which the government has taken is opening solar parks. So the land acquisition problem, because land holding for a 50 megawatt plant is 250 acres. No one single landholder would have that in India because you have land ceiling. So now the government has addressed that, but lenders' problem is a major problem.
Cost of financing also.
Pardon me?
Cost of financing.
Financing is linked to the economy. So let's not say the government alone has to do something on that. I think the economy has to grow with that. I would not say that Mr. Modi should go solar at 8% and the rest of the economy should borrow at 10. There will be a skew. I don't think so that's going to happen. That will work hand in glove with what's going to happen. Definitely it's a factor which will bring down the pricing. But if the lender is not ready to lend, what are people going to do? Most of the plants internationally are getting borrowings on the plant. An Indian lender goes, he has to have his balance sheet behind him to show that he can borrow money on the balance sheet, not on the plant. That's a problem. Most pension funds are investing in solar plants. Pension funds invest in plants which give the safest returns. Solar is one of the safest return areas. But yes, this is a major problem. Then grid. If you're talking 100 gigawatt, do we have the grid to support it? And what are we doing? Again, coming back to tracker, it's a passionate subject for me, but it's an important area. Many states in United States of America have banned fixed tilt structures. They will only allow trackers. The only reason is that the fluctuation in power generation is stable to 70% of daylight as compared to 10 to 15% in fixed tilt. So the grid is able to be more stable during 70% of daylight time. So the grids here need to get educated and the government needs to take steps by having those learnings and implement it in India before we start having grid failures and we start blaming it on solar. The same wind problem should not hit solar. And it's learning. Government has to learn that.
So what are next few things that we can see from Ganges International coming? Like any new products that we can see?
We are right now working on a metal clamps and we hope within next 6 months it's under testing. So we believe in a very strong testing procedure before we launch a product, because we are backed by a group which has a turnover of 1,000 crores and we just can't risk putting our name on a product which doesn't work well. Metal clamps for metal roofs. will be there in the next 6 months.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind time. We will definitely talk on metal clamps once it's launched.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.